Hello Planet, and welcome back to Brakken Landing, where as you can see today, we built a straddle coaster. Now, this is kind of awkward because I did accidentally delete the time-lapse of me building the layout, or most of it at least, besides the ending. So, it's a little awkward. You're going to see me do the custom supporting in a minute, but I'm just going to quickly run through the layout for you guys. So, you go into the tire launch right here. For reason, all of them have a little, at least most of them have a little bit of straight track at the very end of the launch for whatever reason. Don't know why. But yeah, then we go into this Fury 325 like barrel turn. I know that's not a straddle coaster, it's a Giga, but whatever. It's sort of reminiscent of that. Then you go into this helix and turn the train around, which just looks really nice, right up against the wall. Then you go into a little, like, it's not an overbank, but it's just a bank turn. Then into a little snap into a helix again, before then a little sudden drop into the second tire launch, where we have a block breaker here, so we can technically run 3 trains, but we never would because it's a pretty short ride. Yeah. Then you go into a massive switchback hill. Not really massive, it's only like 40 feet tall, but like, it goes into a switchback hill. Then you go into a couple snaps into this weird twisty thing. Then I will get to that, you'll see in the time-lapse. The transfer track is going to go right here. It's going to attach to the building, which I actually have already finished it. It's not going to be kitted out because, or it's not going to be fully fleshed out because I can't really do it because the building's right here and nothing in here is fleshed out. So, yeah. But yeah, I did already do a bunch of work. So the maintenance shed's already done. I just got a custom force already done. So yeah, I'm going to voice over the time lapse now. All right, so I lied right there. It's been about a month since I recorded that first update bit. So yeah, now I'm doing the voiceover, which I actually did delete more than I thought I did, so, yeah, I accidentally deleted the end of the time-lapse too, so you're only going to see about half this custom supporting, which, you know, kind of sucks, but it's whatever. Not really much I can do about it. So, yeah, a lot has happened since I last recorded a time-lapse. Deep Dive 3 happened. What else happened since then? Deep Dive 3, then the creator thing, bunch of random YouTube shorts. School started, so uploads are going to slow down, obviously. But yeah, the park is nearly finished. I'm actually working on the episode after this, which is going to be the finishing touches, which actually means I only have about 2 weeks to finish the park. So I think I should be able to finish the finale coaster by then. Because I really have nothing left in the actual, like, building bit to do. I just have to do, well, no, I do have stuff in the building. I have nothing left, really much left in the touch-up bit. It's really just the finish, it's really just the, finale coaster, which was originally going to be a hyper coaster. Then I changed to a different hyper coaster. Now it's completely different. It's not even hyper, because there's no room in the spot plan. There's originally going to be a hyper where the launch, where that big, like, barrel turn, there was going to be a station for a hyper coaster. Not really big, it's kind of a small barrel turn, but where that turn is now, there was going to be a hyper coaster station. And I just scrapped that because it didn't make any sense in the parks lineup. It actually probably makes a lot more sense than the, what's it called? That was going to be a B&M Hypers, by the way, so I'm definitely not, there's no room for a B&M Hyper, so I'm just going to say that. And then I was going to do a mock Hyper, which I did actually have, like, a layout drawn out for it. I could have made it work, but it would have been dang near impossible for it to work. And that's just, like, Hyperia has a smaller space by technicality, but I wanted this to be a longer layout and a custom one. And the only real way I was going to get a hypercoaster in that spot was if I did a Hyperia clone. And I was like, you know what, there's no point. The only other hypercoaster type that will work in that spot will be the Intamin Hypers, which we just did one for Monarch Park, so I'm not going to do that. So, yeah, we're just going to do a different coaster type, which I will not say, because I don't want to spoil it. Although if you're on Discord, you might already know. People are talking downstairs. But yeah, so I actually have started planning a park for Planning Coaster 2. Don't really know what is going to be in it. It's going to be sort of similar to Hershey Park, actually. It's going to be sort of similar to Hershey Park. What the heck? Oh goodness. Lot of notifications. Let's just open up the Google document, because I do have a sort of list. Not that list. Alright, so I have a Planet Coaster 2 Park listed out. This is 100% ink scrap, but it's going to be something similar. I really want to like play with the new coaster types, but I don't know what yet. So I have on the slip an Aero Looper, an Aero Mine Train, B&M Invert, B&M Hyper, B&M Surf Coaster, GCI, Multi-Dimension Coaster, the Super Splash, which I actually did some research after seeing the water coaster, because I didn't know that water coasters had turntables as Aquaman Powerway Coaster, and these had 4 cross trains, so I was kind of curious. So I looked it up. Went on Mock Ride's RCDB page, and it's actually called a Mock Super Splash, not a water coaster. So they have, I believe, 3 separate water coaster types. The Super Splash can't turn, besides the original one. That one can turn. And interestingly, there's one at Europa Park along with Poseidon, so they have 2 water coasters. Just a little weird thing, you know. Yeah, but they can't turn, so they have turntables. I had a PTC Woody on it, an SNS Thrust Air 2000, which I'm definitely going to scrap because I'd rather do an accelerator, a boomerang, and then a tilt coaster. The tilt coaster I am 100% going to do in the first park, you can bet that. And if it's a new gen, I will change to that, because a new gen will make way more sense than an old gen tilt coaster. But yeah, and then we'd also have a water park in it. There is a couple things about the water park that I'm like a little iffy on. Mainly the drop slides. Like, everything else looks pretty realistic, besides maybe like some of the banking on the slides, which is whatever. I don't really care about that, but I'll try and make the slides as realistic as I can. But like, the drop slides are just all wrong. Like, you're supposed to enter from the front. That is the thing. That is the main problem I have with the drop slides. You're supposed to enter from front, and you can't. And there's no way to get on it because it attaches to the edge. That is the problem I have with it. I don't like that. So, I'm probably not going to really do a drop slide just because the ones in Planet Coaster are kind of unrealistic looking, unless they change it. And like, the UI, like, it's been a hot topic for a few months. Like, dang, tent's down there. But yeah, like, it's been a hot topic. But like, the UI's okay. It's not great. I don't really like it. I don't like the coaster menu at all. I hated the one on console. When I played on that, I played that for like a few months. And then I got my computer, and I played Planko on computer ever since. I have a weird story if you ever want to hear about that. But yeah, but like, the UI's not great. The main problem I originally had with it from the first deep dive was that it just looks ugly, and it was just giant in your face everywhere, and you can't see. Like, the Planko 1 UI is literally perfect. Like, I think Planko 1's UI is like pretty much spot on perfect. Like, I have never had an issue with this game's UI, and I don't really like how they're just reinventing it. It seems like they're just reinventing it for the sake of reinventing it. And honestly, it's just making it console friendly, which, like, console's important, but like, please just give us separate UIs for console and PC. Like, you're already giving us all Frontier Workshop. You're already doing that. Which I don't even know how that's going to work, because I'm pretty sure you can't even share between consoles on... You can't share between console types on console edition, so... Don't know how that's going to work, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, don't know how it's going to work, and I'm not really sure how they're going to go about that, but like... Yeah, yeah, I have always wanted to do like a collab park though. For a while I've been wanting to do that. The problem is just there's nobody to do it with right now. Can't really do that. because they're, one, I don't have friends to play this game, and two, it's kind of awkward because most of the people who do collab parks are like the juggernauts on this community, which would be like Geekism, Mass Bandit, the Koali Beach people, like the people who do collabs are the ones who like are like juggernauts in this community. Like, I mean, besides like the console people too do collabs, like, which honestly, like, console players are crazy. I don't understand how they do all that stuff. They are really creative, but like, I am perfectly fine with all my TMTK, by the way, so I don't really care. I strive for good realism with the TMTK. Like, I'm pretty sure every single piece on the sports with the footers are TMTK. Dedication for you. So yeah, if you load up this part without TMTK, there is zero chance. This coaster will be literally floating. The RMC, the lift hill and stall will be floating, as well as the dive loop. What else will be floating? Yeah, a lot of other stuff will be floating. The area at the start of the park wouldn't have any roofs. I'm pretty sure like the warehouses wouldn't even load in. Yeah, it'd definitely be a lot different without it. So I'm glad we have TMTK. Yeah. So what else is there to talk about? Yeah, there are a few coaster types I'm still wanting to see in Plinko 2, which we're not gonna find out until release, because I'm pretty sure at this point we're gonna have all the coasters from Plinko 1 in the game one way or another. Like, especially if the side friction roller coasters in the game. Like, come on. The only ones that are missing, I think, at this point is just like the SLC, which I really hope is in the game. I don't want to see that removed. Love the SLC. I haven't used it, but I really wanted to make one for a while. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a lot more parks in Plinko 2 than we did at Plinko 1, because, you know, it takes a while to get inspiration for a park. But yeah, so any day now, Eric. Come on, please come back. Oh, there we go. There we go. We are back. Okay. But yeah. There's a few coasters I want to see in the Plinko 2 still, like RMC Raptors. I really want in the game. Like, honestly, like, I don't even care about Blitz coasters as much as everybody else cares about them. Like, yeah, they're cool, but like, are they really that important for this game? Like, come on, use one of the other 15,000 launch coasters. Like, you already got switch tracks and drop tracks. Like, I don't know. Mountain Stringers would be really cool, but like, the spinning coasters in the first game suck. I'm not gonna lie, they just aren't good. The spinning is so hard to get right. And I often just say, screw the spinning. If you get sick, you get sick. We're just gonna make the layout as bonkers as I can. So, that's what I did with Boogeyman in Minark Park. So, which honestly, probably my best themed area. Best name for a coaster. I'm so glad somebody came up with that. I love that name. But yeah, the original name for that was actually going to be Krampus's Revenge or something. I don't really know. Something really dumb, and I thought it's a stupid name, so. But yeah, so that actually changed to just Krampus, and I used it for the RMC in this park, so. Continuity. Just like how I sort of just, like, stole the what's it called? What's it called? Stole the logo for Maelstrom from Minark Park's Flying Coaster and just put it for the Floors Coaster. You know, just reuse what you can, you know. Reuse what you can. Don't waste your time. I did also just make a logo for Krampus yesterday, so you're going to see that next week in the finishing touches video. I have like a full checklist that I have to finish first before I get that video out though. So, yeah, that part's almost done. The perimeter fencing was awful to do, and it's just because of the hill. Like, it looks ugly, but like, there's nothing I can do about it, because like, things are on a slant. Not on a slant. The hill is giant, and it looks ugly because you can't make like fences connect vertically, so you can't have like diagonal beams on the fences. I'd have to make like a full custom mesh fence to do it, and I don't feel like doing that. But yeah, you'll see it. It looks fine from a distance, and where you can see it in the park, I've sort of just shrouded it from in trees, so you can't really see it in the park, which is good. It's just like there for the extra touch of realism. You need a park perimeter fence. I didn't put one in the park. Would have been absolutely vile to do. The park is giant, and it is okay. But yeah, this is my first time doing like a full detailed like parking ticket booth and a full like realistic parking lot. Like Menard Parks was good, but it was just like representative of what a parking lot should be. This one, like, I went full in on realism. I haven't added the cars yet. I don't think I'm going to add cars. Mainly because I think it just bloats out the park and it looks ugly. So I decided to, you know, just say, for the tour, we're going in a closed park. And honestly, like, if I want to, I could just add, like, 1 billion cars and just let you guys pick. Because there's now 444 of you on this channel who are subscribed to me. So, thank you for subscribing, by the way. The Giant Inverted Boomerang video and the Wind Coaster video have both broken 1,000 views. You guys really love wind coasters for whatever reason. Might have to make note of that for Planko too, because you guys seem to really like them. And yeah, I like doing it too. I hate wing overdrops, but I like doing it. So I think next time I'm definitely going to do a launch wind coaster. And that's going to be one that does not have a wing overdrop. Because, oh my goodness, they are vile. But yeah, so there's rumors of King Ka being removed, which I'm not really convinced on it. Like, obviously, nobody wants King Ka to be removed, except the people who think that the over-the-shoulder restraints on it are awful. Which, oh my goodness, they are not. They are actually really good restraints. I don't know why people whine and complain about them. They are, like, some of the most comfortable restraints out there. Like, obviously, it would be better with T-bars, but, like, you can't put T-bars on it. Like, the state of New Jersey will not allow that. Like, maybe they will now, but I think, I've heard it's, like, less New Jersey and more so Intamin just didn't use those T-bars when they built King Ka. So, yeah. If they do close King Ka, I hopefully... Oh, wait, no, I did do this. What was I on about? I did do all the supports in this. Okay, yeah. Alright, so, that was about it, and so, but yeah. Honestly, the Intamin is over... I'm gonna be honest, here's a controversial opinion for you guys. But the over-the-shoulder restraints on Stormrunner are far worse than the ones on King Ka. I mean, the soft ones are far worse. Like, they're, like, basically vest restraints, and they are so tight, too. Like, it's not, like, too tight. Oh, yeah, that's why. It's out of order. Okay, well, the time was about to end, so I'm just gonna end it right now, so I'll see you guys in a moment, because the time-lapse is out of order. Yeah. Alright, so it's been about a week, and now I have another update for you, so we got a bunch done. Mostly just plant work and building. But yeah, so this is the station building now. It's based on some medieval church thing. I'm not really sure. It's like, I think it's like a chapel in England or something. I'm not really sure. But I saw it. I was like, hey, this looks cool, and I stole it. So yeah, I basically just adapted it into Planko and like fitted it to the station. Just gotta make sure this works because Planko stations are giant. Then right here we have our little ride photo unit, which I have like sort of a little hole in the building for. Just wanted to make it look a little nice and not out of place. Just out of place random building there. Next to the giant building. And then we have this little thing right here, which will be the same style as this big shop and this restroom. Well, the shop might actually be the castle style, just because that might make a little more sense, because it's right next to these. But I think I'm going to go, this should be that. It might work a little better. Not really sure, though. But yeah. The idea of this area is it's like an abandoned village. It's like supposed to be a little eerie and creepy looking. Probably meant to be looked at night, but yeah. And, you know, you're not going to be able to see this portion of the ride. You're only going to be able to see like right up to here. So I'm just going to like just go up there. This is all you're able to see. You're just going to be able to see the turnaround for the coaster. and a couple pieces of track, you'll be able to see this twisted mess right here. But you're not really going to be able to see much of the layout. I mean, you can see the high moments. As you can see most of the layout, but like, you don't really see the launches either though. So they're sort of just hidden. And it looks good, I guess. It's not really the intention. Then we have this little theming piece, just like a random building here. It's just meant to look cool. Yeah, there's not really much to this. It's just meant to look nice. But yes. So, yeah, I decided to put like a bunch of bushes inside it because it's curved and I can't just use the ivy pieces like I've been using the entire time. So I had to put bushes inside of it to make it actually look overgrown. But I think it looks good. Next, I'm going to do the fencing because I still gotta do that. Probably just gonna like try and just cut corners a little bit because, you know, as I said before, this would all be one giant build. One giant area at the park would have opened in 1 year. Probably would have been under construction for a few years, just like the one at Energylandia or the one at Emerald Park. Not like the Coaster Mile, just the like areas, like the new stuff there. But yeah. And I also have just planned the next area too. So I finished at the end of the fire area, so that's all done. This needs to be lowered a little bit. We had the fencing done right here, which looks fine. I'm debating, I might need mulch here. Don't know. But yeah, so it looks good. I do like it. There's some foliage done here, fencing right here so you can't get in. Just trying to make sure, trying to lock out the right area. This helix area is completely locked off, so you can't get over here now. So just like one turn. Don't know why anyone would want to go over here. Like, if you lost your keys, I get it, but like, oh wait, nope, you can still get in here. That will need to be fixed. I'm just gonna put a fence piece in there. I can't be bothered. But yeah, the big shop over there might be this style, not really sure. But this restroom's definitely gonna be this little Bavarian style. And there's a reason I love doing this. It's because like you can just make it look good with just beams. And it's very easy to get how you want it. So yeah. Yeah, I do like it. It looks good. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I'm going to get to work now on the fencing. So I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, people of the internet. It's been 3 days since I last recorded anything. And in my opinion, this build is done for now. Now, there is a few things I'm unhappy with it. I don't really like the mulch. There's not much I can do about it. It sort of ruins it. I'm thinking you don't really notice it too much from in the queue. It's really just an above thing that I don't like. From right here, it looks a little strange, but I think I'm just going to get over it. Because there's not really much I can do about it. And these interiors look a little bit bare bones. I mean, it's fine. It's not my greatest work ever, but, you know, it's okay. Isn't my greatest gift shop ever either. You know, it's okay. It's there. But then again, this is a pretty expensive area of the park. They'd probably cheap out in some spots. In this case, this building would probably be a little cheap. Now, I have done also a little work else from the park. We're going to get that out later. Right here we have our first of 3 theming structures that I built. This is just a little thing. I had to use bushes to make the ivy because I can't, because it's curved surface. I can't just use the ivy like I did everywhere else. We have this one, which is just a recolored version of the original one, which is over here. Now this is a different color because it's closer to the castle or the Dark Ride building, which is right here, obviously. Now, so I just wanted to blend in a little bit better. And apparently you guys also really like wing coasters. That video's been doing really good. Yeah, it's random, but yeah. So, there's only, I think, 2 more weeks left in the series after this. So, we're going to do all maintenance work around the park, which will include the parking lot, maintenance stuff right here. I'm going to redo the foliage and rock work in the western area because I really don't like it. Might add a little bit more theming to this thing. I really just don't like this western area. I'm going to redo a lot of it next week. And then, like, just adding perimeter fencing everywhere. I think it's going to be a big, like, square perimeter fence just because I really want this to not take forever. And then the week after, we'll do the finale coaster, which will go right here. I have 2 candidates for it, I think. So we're gonna leave it at that because I'm not gonna tell you what it is. And then where else do we have? I think that might be, yeah. So let's go back to that area. So this is the station building. It's very similar to how we left it last time, except now there is custom fencing in the station. There is lampposts. There is stuff everywhere, and it just looks nice. I have decided to also permanently change the trains to the invincible trains. It just makes more sense. I know I have 2 of them, 2 coasters in the invincible trains now, but it's fine. It just rides the best. Things literally just smooths out every little kink in this track. The ride photos, every single ride photo building in this entire park now has people inside of it. So that's cool. Charles stand, the restroom is now complete. The lights are there, it's just, I forgot to move them down, I guess. Yeah, it's a restroom. That's pretty much it. Then we have the gift shop and restaurant right here. They're my usual gift shop and restaurant stuff. I just copy and pasted this from the other restaurants. This has a sign now. I'm not giving it a logo. I don't have time for that. Next week we're also going to do the logos. I forgot about that too. Curse of Black Fortress. It's fine. I also moved the hammer swing back. I redo the foliage a little bit too. I just didn't want people jumping over the fence and right into the ride area, so, you know. Now, we're going to assume that they don't need nets here because there's bins. They'll make sure that you have all your stuff in the bins. Then over here, I have started work on this gift shop. I'll get that done next week. Because, yeah, everything is going to be done in this park besides this plot of land next week. So, that's the plan. We're going to finish this park strong. So, yeah. There was only 2 cannons, but now I think I have a 3rd one in my head, which I honestly might go with because I've been wanting to do that forever. So I honestly might do that. And the first 2 cannons actually don't really work in that spot. But yeah. So, yeah, there's not really much to talk about here. It's pretty much just a normal build. The fencing. So, this took forever because, I don't know why. These fences took forever. It looks a little bit weird. Like, I don't really like how the fences aren't really themed, but there's not really much I can do about that. Like, I did put themed fences over here. This is just a literal brick wall, and this would be expensive because it's a lot more expensive than chain link. Duh. But I only did it in a couple spots just to save money and make it look good. Right here, there's not. Right here, there is. I also put fencing up around here. I showed that last time, I think. But, yeah, now there's stuff right there. Foliage all done. Path down here. Detail that in a couple weeks. Just gonna make sure this entire plot of land looks really good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next week we're gonna do, as I said, all the detailing around the park, finish up all of the buildings besides this plot of land. We're gonna redo the western area, parking lot, storage buildings, just all like the other stuff. I don't know where I'm gonna put a staff building. I'm thinking maybe down here, just because this seems like a very easy-ish plot of land to put back here, because this is pretty flat land. I can flatten it and make it look good. Then I'll just have it go down the hill and into the parking lot. I'm not gonna make any. I'm not gonna say not, because I might make some highway systems not highway systems, just some road systems to get in. If anything, it's gonna be right here, so I can just dig it into the hill and ignore it. Actually, think I just gave myself that idea. So yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's gonna be maybe some buildings back here, but yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up because I rambled on for a little bit. I've just talked a lot, and yeah, so yeah, this is the area. Please like, comment, subscribe for more episodes. I don't really know what to say. I haven't really talked much. I have 6 weeks to get the park done at this point because Planet Coaster 2 comes out in 6 weeks, so well, I'm gonna get it done in like 3 because right now it is the 14th. This episode goes up in 2 weeks. Then the finale coaster goes up in 4 weeks. 5 weeks until the tour, I think. No, 4.5 because I'm doing it on Wednesday. Yeah. So my schedule's gonna be weird. I'm gonna try and do 3 coasters. That is the plan. So yeah, those 3 just off coaster builds, and then the final week we'll finally get this game's life cycle. We'll have one big week of uploads. That is the plan. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more weekly awesome videos where I build coasters like this, except better, because this coaster is a kid's coaster. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Come back next week to see the boring touch-up episode. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.